in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
Got it.
First down for this offense.
Cricket.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Okay, ready?
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Ready,
and the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Slap.
Might as well give it to him again. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15.
Timber.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Ready?
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready?
Power football with the run. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Okay,
This crowd rising
Roll
up,
it, roll
sensing that its defense needs some help.
Grab it.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Ready.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Ready up.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. The receiver on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, you know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running to the left. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU.
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position.
On the double.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, the ground game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Okay, ready?
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Igloo. Igloo.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Finds his big tight end. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
Pound 55 weak. Ready.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires and picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line.
Lasso. Can. Ready.
On the run, it's Durham. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42 Spider.
The give to the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Easy.
Touch pass on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can, and sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On the set.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
Dino.
Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On the double.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down.
2-9 Philly.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Got it.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10.
Slab. Ready.
The give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams
ready?
that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay.
Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Back to pass. It's Collins. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Ready.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense.
Moves.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
He's back to throw on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. They're trying to get to him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Okay, ready?
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again?
Here we go.
Quarterback keeps it. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, on that fourth down, if they don't get it, the head coach is at the podium after the game with some explaining to do. That's not the situation. You're expecting them to run the football, but the gamble pays off.
The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Get set, get set.
Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Ready,
After
set.
the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Goodness gracious. That's 3 for 3 now on 4th downs. It's nuts. I don't think you're going to make a living on this. I don't think you're always going to make this happen. And defensively, just keep trying to get them to fourth down. You're going to get a stop on one of these plays.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Down, 55,
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Mustangs get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That is no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On the set.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Coming after him.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Double.
Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long.
Come on, set.
They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. And he picks it off in their end zone. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
That is the easiest pick you will ever have in your life. You talk about a pick six, oh, he returned it, made people miss. Nope. Nice play in the end zone to catch the football, get the pick, put 6 points on the board for this defense.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15.
Got it.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating.
Hit the afterburners, kid. That's what you want from your senior leaders. Make a play, run after the catch, and he gets it done there.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Let's go!
The give. Runs through the tackle.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
Flare! Flare!
They'll try the run. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ready!
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Reload! Set! Go!
They'll leave it with him. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
On the ready!
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short.
Spider.
To throw, it's Jennings. Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had the last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
All right, a little bit outside the box, right? A little bit of a different play call on third down, but I think now you got to make the decision. Now it's between, do I go for it? Do I kick a field goal? I think you call a play like that last one, and you know if I get to the 1-yard line, I'm going for it on fourth down. So I think the offensive coordinator probably had a pretty good idea what they wanted to do on the outcome of that play.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Here's the handoff. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
on the
They
toe.
got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll try it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 1 over Oregon. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Ready, ready.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Cobra.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quickly to the tight end.
Ready.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Moves.
To the air, it's Collins. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Ready.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
Ready. Ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter.
On the ready.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
Easy. Go.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ready.
Got
break.
stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On the double.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Alert. Flare.
The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Got it.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25.
Let's go.
Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback checking the play.
Griffin.
Looking downfield, it's Collins. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Acorn. Green 25. Terrier. Ready.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Ready.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field.
Spider. Ready.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Igloo.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Now rolling to the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I love when you boot athletic quarterbacks, and you boot him to the left right here outside the pocket. Does a great job. He can attack down the field, or he can take off and run. It's kind of a pass-run option, especially when you have a guy that dynamic at the quarterback spot.
On the ready.
The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Hound 55.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the route is on.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Easy.
Going to the ground. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
On the set.
Trying to pick up a 1st down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Razor.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Cricket.
They move the tight end all over.
Hornet.
Back to throw, it's Collins. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going up top. And he throws another interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Ready.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Cobra.
These corners going to give them some space. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Ready up.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air.
Move.
Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's